Welcome to Big Blues Explorations. Today we're heading back to Courcheval for the second part. This time we're heading over to the far side beyond the airport. Yes, there is an airport in Courcheval. You need a special license rating in order to fly here. There's only about 500 or so pilots, just like Aspen, Colorado, but worse. Literally, it takes propeller aircraft up to like 18-seaters and helicopters, but literally you have to land with enough power or you'll slip and crash. You have to take off with enough power or you'll crash. The runway literally goes up the hill when you land, and there's a big sheer drop. So it's extremely complicated place to land, and very few people do, making it an extraordinarily expensive place to come. But if you can afford it, then an interesting place to start your adventure in Courcheval. Well, up in the slopes now. That cold night really was an excellent gift. The slopes this morning are excellent as one would expect. They have obviously been working hard to groom the slopes that I've just been down crew, but I'll be interested to see whether, as I head back down towards the bottom where I skied previously on the other side of Loza, coming up over from Mirabel, whether the skiing is just as good or whether this is just because it's higher up and it's a main run, so they've actually spent time grooming it. As later on, I'll be skiing again, going over with my friend over to Courcheval, Monton, and then on to the other side of the airport. So it's interesting to see what everything's like today and whether different days possess different skiing conditions here. But there hasn't been any more snow yet. Not seen that in the forecast yet, but they're obviously good at maintaining what they've got, even when there isn't that much snow. But I do think they do need more snow making, or bring some more snow in from sides in order to make the piece great rather than just good. So yeah, it's a nice day again, and see what the rest of the day brings, and I'll speak to you later from Courcheval, Montreux. I'm now headed down what I'm going to call the airport run. Basically from the top of Solier, ski all the way down to the airport. Yes, look, Courcheval has an airstrip. It's a crazy airstrip. Basically, you come up from the valley and then land, but you've obviously got to make sure you don't have too much power, because once you get to the end of the short runway, there's a building and a bit of snow to the left-hand side if you had to turn off to try and slow down if you were still going too fast. And when you leave the strip, you've got to take off at full power, brakes on, in order to make sure you don't descend too much once you leave the runway, otherwise you'll be crashing down the mountain. The day of skiing, I went up to just ski the part of Courcheval that I hadn't skied before, which is on the far left hand side of the map. Skiing was good. It was quite busy today, so I think there might have been quite a bit of people coming up from the valley on a Wednesday trying to get a quiet day, and the snow conditions weren't the best today. Definitely need to do some fixing with my skis, some edging as well as some waxing in order to get rid of some of those bumps that came up. They definitely need some more snow. It seems like next week that they are set to get quite a few feet of snow, hopefully, but we'll see what happens. I thought that, again, Courcheval and the Three Valleys now as a broader set are definitely an 8.6, 8.4. So they are really good, definitely worth coming, but maybe not offer as much challenge when they have as little snow as they have at the moment. And it really comes down to the name. It's all the fact that the rich and powerful like to come to the Three Valleys. They have all these Michelin star restaurants, with 17 Michelin stars between the restaurants in the Three Valleys, and that is obviously producing this narrative that it's one of the best places to ski, one of the largest ski resorts in the world, even though they think that they're the largest, but I think by kilometres of runs it's still Port du Soleil. But I think it's still a great resort. There's some issues, they definitely need to work on some things, but definitely recommend it. So thank you very much again, ladies and gentlemen, for watching another Big Blues exploration. Please stay tuned for what's the rest to come this month, and then Japan and the US next month. Thank you. Good day.